Hi everyone, State Representative Chris Corry representing the 14th Legislative District here on the 4th floor of the beautiful Washington State Capitol in Olympia. Currently we are just a little over the halfway point in our House of Origin cutoff, and what that means is any bill that was introduced in the House has to be off the House floor by next Wednesday in order to be considered alive for purposes of discussion from the other chambers. So it's been a lot of late nights, long days, negotiating back and forth and debating on bills on the House floor. What started off as a fairly bipartisan session is quickly seeing some differing priorities here in the House as some more controversial issues are coming up where we have real fundamental disagreement, whether it's on how to fund special education, soft on crime policies that tend to favor the criminal over the victim. It's really tough issues that we're discussing and debating, and House Republicans, myself included, are really focused on our relationships on the other side of the aisle, trying to figure out how we can fix some of these problems so that better legislation comes out, that it's good for the people of the state. Currently, we have a good bill on vehicular pursuits that is going to return most of what police officers had prior to some laws passed a few years ago around pursuing possible suspects in the event of a crime. It's not as good as we would hope, but we're continuing to push for our priorities to ensure that our law enforcement, the men and women who are protecting us every day, have all the tools necessary. It's a bit personal for me in my district. We have seen some of the negative impacts of the inability for police to pursue suspects. Unfortunately, it's resulted in tragic traffic deaths of innocent bystanders, and I'm going to do everything in my power to give the men and women of law enforcement all the tools they need so they can keep our streets safe. We've talked a lot about public safety. That's a huge Republican priority. We're seeing crime increase and explode in all of our districts. You know, another one that we're continuing to try to tackle is drug and substance use disorder and housing. How do we make sure that we get treatment for those who need it without making it so that they can just continue to live on the streets? It's a very complex, tangled web in order to address homelessness, but we're doing what we can to really make improvements there so that people can hopefully have better, safer neighborhoods and streets.